I think my favourite song on the album has to be Whisper in the Wind. Every time we sing it, I give a wee story out about how the Lord speaks to people. And although people would tell you that the Lord has spoken to them through the Bible and through other messages that have been sent, I always get my inspiration from that wee whisper that comes past your ear when you're saying, Lord, am I doing the right thing? And the next thing you get this wee tickle coming past your face or your ear. And that's the whisper in the wind. And that, when Gary brought that song and we sat down and we put the music to it, that was the one that I cling to most. Whenever Gary and I got together, most of what we were doing sounded like country music. But when we spoke, we just didn't want to be another Southern country gospel band. We wanted them to give it a wee bit more. And I think, as we've discussed, it's Southern country gospel with a wee bit of a bluegrass twist in it. Everybody keeps saying the music sounds fresh, it sounds different, and maybe that's why, because we're putting a wee twist on the songs that we sing, all for the glory of the Lord. When we put together Walk the Walk, it wasn't really so much that we were doing it to put a message out to people, but the more we've sung the songs, the more we've went to places to sing it, and the more that people are coming back to us, the message that they're coming back to us with is that there's hope. We're singing our style of songs on that album. A lot of them are the type of thing that God would say to you, or that Jesus would say to you. Will you walk the walk? Will you talk the talk? And it's more an inspirational thing that we're trying to put across to people who are saved and who are not saved. Trying to make a better Christian out of yourself, or trying to convert somebody to Christianity, to bring them to the Lord. And if we can do that through the album, then that's a winner. My plans for the future concern the whole band. I want to see us prosper. However, not the financial side of prosperity comes to help you along. It's not the ultimate goal. We want to bring out CDs. We feel we have a God-given talent in Gary and Charlene and in the total management of the group. We want to bring that forward, and just to bring it out, to let people hear the message of hope and the message of salvation. That's a very hard question to answer. As a wee boy, I was brought up in country and western with Merle Haggard, Charlie Pride, Jim Reeves, all the country artists that my mother loved. But there was always songs that they were singing, and they all sang gospel. And I suppose a few gospel songs, Johnny Cash would have been a big inspiration of mine, in the gospel songs that he wrote and he performed. I would say Johnny Cash would hold it for me. As a wee boy, I was brought up in the Life Boys and the Boys Brigade, and all through them, the one that stuck with me is Jesus Loves Me. And I know, the band have went further with that for me, because we've actually rearranged Jesus Loves Me to put it on the new album, and I can't wait for people to hear it. When I was a wee boy, my mother and father used to take me to McGranny's Caravan in Malile. And as you drive out of Newtonards down towards Malile, there's a road called the Ballyblack Road, and there's a big barn on the left-hand side. And that big barn has John 3:16 written on the side of the barn. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Now, I saw that every Friday or every Saturday and every Sunday when we were coming home, and that always stuck with me. And for me, that's the message of the gospel, that one man could go to the cross and make so much of a difference in my life and millions of others.